What's up, y'all? It's February 21st, Tuesday, 11:33. At my brother's house, apartment. I've been sleeping there because it's more comfortable than the shelter. And he's moving into this apartment, as you can see. It's actually my old apartment, and yesterday was a real bad day for me, man. Like, it was real bad because I don't have access to the studio at the moment because my stuff is still at my mother's house, and me and my mother had a falling out because she thought that I was pretty much getting on her drinking, and I didn't have an issue with her drinking. It's just that as I was doing music, and I was writing and vibing out, I heard as the music stopped, I heard her crying. So I'm like, why is she crying? And I tried to tune it out because I was like, I gotta get focused on the music. And I heard Elijah was saying to her that where she said somewhere, I don't want to go to sleep and then wake up and both of y'all aren't here. And he's like, Elijah's like, I'm not going nowhere. And he so I just pressed play. Like, I hit the space bar to press play in the Pro Tools, and as the beat stopped again, I heard her talking about me, and like, what I heard was he wants to be a superstar, and he don't know, like, so I just pressed play again, and then it stopped again, and like the whole vibe was just messed up after that because I kept on hearing her talking about how I eat too much, and that is cutting into a budget, and I didn't know that I made her feel like she was getting taken advantage of. I just wanted to eat, and it was an issue because she don't have enough finances to do what she wants to do and also feed grown men, or grown man, excuse me, because Elijah don't really ask her for anything. And I thought that, because if I was on the opposite end, I would want or communicate my finances, my budget, and she kind of communicated that because she said to me that, I'm becoming expensive. So, but she always asked me, did you eat? And what did you eat? And I was say cereal, and then she like, well, you come tomorrow and get, all I got is $20. I'll give it to you, and this, that, the other. So I'm just thinking, oh, okay, she's making sure that I eat, but I didn't know I was cutting into her budget. Like, she was complaining, not complaining, but saying that she's trying to save for retirement because the BS job she got, she can't really do retirement. And so I didn't know I was cutting into her retirement money, and I didn't know that I was making her feel like I was taking advantage of her, so, I owe her an apology for that, because I must have took advantage of her, because I was eating out a lot. I was eating the stuff that I wanted to eat rather than budgeting, and I should have used the money more wisely, and I didn't. So then I asked her, I was like, as I took off the headphones, I changed the channel, and Elijah's laying in his bed, and my mother's laying in hers. I was sitting in hers, Elijah's sitting in his, and I changed the channel, and then I was like, why? Elijah was talking about a girl that he liked from Western Beef that he's going to talk to, and she asked him to draw her, and he was like, I don't draw. Husam's the artist, so she asked me to draw, and I was like, I haven't drew since the 5th grade, I can't draw no more. She like, use your gift, and can you draw her for me? And I was like, I'm not the artist where I draw off of memory. I'm more of the artist that trace draw, like not like look at a drawing and then redo that same drawing. I never developed my own where I can make pictures in my mind come to reality. I never did that. I wasn't that type of artist. But so she was like, you're not gonna draw it for me, and I felt kind of belittled at the moment, and I was like, well, I haven't drew, and I was trying to be nice about it. And she's like, you're not gonna draw it for me, and I said, you know what? Yeah, I'll draw it for you. And then I was like, what's with the vibe? Why is the vibe so negative? And she said, there's no negative vibe. And I was like, yes, there is, because you're at an altered state. That's when she got offended. And then she started saying, I'm just like Janae. And Janae, always talking about her drinking. And she has to be on tiptoes. Not tiptoes. She used pins and needles around us because she can't be her true self because of the drinking, and she don't want to offend us and all that stuff. So then she said, if you have a problem, just go for a walk, go for an hour walk. I was like, okay. And I was like, can we communicate? She was like, no, we are communicating, but you have a problem. I'm always on pins and needles. I was like, you're not communicating, so she's like, go for a walk and leave, just go for a walk. Matter of fact, why don't you go back to the shelter? You have to go back anyway, so why don't you go back? And I said, okay, I'll leave. And I said, I'll call you tomorrow. And so I left, and it was about 12:06. I called Kevin because the shelter has a curfew of 12, and I'm in Staten Island, so I knew that I was going to make curfew because I'm already past curfew. And I told my mother from the beginning when I first made this adjustment from Cliff's house to her house, to the shelter to her house, that I need positivity. I can't be around negativity. I don't need someone making me feel bad that I'm there and I'm not contributing. I need to do this music because I feel like God is communicating to me and He's taking everything out of my life for me to concentrate on the music. And He took Antasia out. He took a job out. The place has already been taken out. And it's not like God is taking it because He wants to see me suffer. It's not like that. It's life. It's like life is calculated a certain way. So when you have a crossroad decision, you can choose this or choose that. And I've been choosing to have my job because my job wasn't taken because of no reason. It was taken because I took the van, and Sophia pretty much was tired of covering for me. So it's just different emotions and different things are so in sync with each other that it's planned. Like you could see what's about to happen before it happens because your immediate surroundings have different emotions, and if you understand their emotions, then you can see how they're going to move. And I understood that, so that's why I say, that's God communicating to me, because God is in control, even though He's not controlling, you know. So, I don't have nothing except the music. Put my last Elijah did the most daring thing that he could have done. He took a risk on me and he bought me that camera. And he's the only one I feel, besides, Kevin, that I'm going to make it. Like, they see the drive, they see. I kind of wish that he saw it earlier, and I kind of wish that, his mind wasn't so foggy or clouded. But then again, the household is such a negative place that he came from there. And now that he's on his own at our mother's house, and he's feeling that pressure, it's a negative. And I didn't want that to happen for him. I wanted him to be at peace. And whatever he wanted to accomplish, I wouldn't have charged. I wouldn't have been stingy. I wouldn't have been cheap. Or, I just wanted him to concentrate on something that he wanted to concentrate on, and he finally got to that point. But I just wish, like when it first happened, that none of the fake stuff didn't happen, where he wasn't telling me that he had X amount of money in the bank from unemployment, and I was living with Cliff, and we could have did it from there, because, if you'd have put up half and I would have put up half, we'd have been cool. But I guess he didn't want to do that because he was determined with his plan. His initial plan was to have this amount of money in the bank, and then it goes to his future. So he was so focused in on that, from what my mother told me and from our discussions after. I kind of feel a certain way with staying here. I feel like I'm using my brother. I feel like I'm taking advantage because he's not really getting the opportunity to blossom on his own because I'm here, through my circumstances. And even though he's not saying it, I feel like he feels that way. Like, we had a long talk, and I told him how he needs to spend wiser, and he says he knows, and I just gotta let him do what he do. I can't communicate because, I just feel there's a sense of unfairness between everything. I feel nobody really cares, about us, me and Elijah. I feel like we always getting the blame for everything, and I just feel a certain way, man. Like, I feel it's unfair that money is just being thrown away and I'm in the shelter, or Elijah's in a place with our mother, and I'm 30 and he's 31, and no one's really thinking outside of themselves at the moment. Again, my brother's young, so I can't expect him to think outside of himself at the moment. He's a good heart. He'll give me anything. I know that if I ask. I try not to ask because it's not his position to give. And with my father, it's like he wants me to ask him also. And it's like, I just want people to care on their own, like make up their own decision, not choose money before me or Elijah or anybody, not choose comfort or wants before people. And in my opinion, I think that this was just frivolous spending, and it's not fair to watch it. Also, I feel like, they didn't earn the money to spend like this. So, for them to cut it in half, actually my father to initiate that, and my brother to go along with it. And I know he's, like I said, he's willing to give a portion, but it's not for him to do that. And he needs to stand up and speak when it's wrong. When something is wrong, he need to really stand on his right and say to our Father that this is wrong. And but they'll do it in time. I just disappointed. My sister, obviously, like my brother Elijah told my sister where I was staying, and then my father called. Well, from what Kevin told me, father and him was speaking yesterday, and he asked, "Am I staying with him?" And he's like, "No, he's spending the night. He's spending the night here, but he doesn't stay or anything." My sister, it's not really a fault because she's looking at her circumstances and seeing unfairness to her also. And it's just certain responsibility. The separation thing still exists in this family. I'm trying to break it. I always try to break it with my sister. On the other hand, I can't watch my sister destroy herself, so I distance myself from that. But hopefully in the future she'll realize her worth, because I tried to make her see her worth, and my communication was so angry at the time because I just wanted her to make the right choices, not be typical. Elijah, he's finally understanding where I'm coming from, and I finally understand where he's coming from. Before I didn't understand. I just thought it was just same old selfish Elijah about himself. But then I understand that he just want to succeed because he worked so hard in school. He wants to get that career and say he did it, and he, like, out of all the obstacles and all the negativity, he accomplished something that he put his mind to. So now I get it. So with Kevin, he wants to be a chef, and he's young, so the finer things he want to stunt a little bit, and I don't hate him for it. I can't be mad at him, man. He wants to look good. He got a good amount of money on him, so he wants to experience life, man. And I can't knock him for it. I just hope that he listens and not turn into our father. Like, there's certain things that he don't realize he has that we all have that's like our father. And I just hope that greed is not one of it. Myself, I'm falling. I did a negative, falling for a married woman again, and it's not right. because the deceit is still going on every time I think that she's gonna leave. She can't. And it's like smack to myself, why don't I just go for someone who's single? And the reason why I'm totally told the whole truth that I never told before is because of my lust. I have a foot fetish, and it's not a lot of women that have pretty feet. That simple. I just want to not cheat, and this married woman has beautiful feet and nice booty, beautiful face, and all the physical attributes that I'm looking for. But if I get with a woman without the physical attributes, I feel I'm going to hurt her because I'm going to cheat, but I'm going to love her. But I'm going to be physically attracted to a woman with pretty feet, because I messed that up with Kim. Like, Kim had pretty feet, but it wasn't like 100% like perfection. And it's like every man searches for perfection, and this married woman got perfection. And but it's still wrong, and it's a selfish thing on my behalf. And she makes me feel wanted. She makes me feel loved. She makes me feel like she cares. And I'm falling again. But the reality is, I should make better decisions. And it's a selfish thing on my end, where I'm not making good decisions. You know, when I was with Antasia, she lacked in that department. You know, it wasn't perfection, but it was good enough. You know, and then the same with Kim. It wasn't perfection, it was good enough. And in the long run, I never looked at the long run, because, you know, as a child, I had this fetish since back when I can remember. So I've been aching for 20-some years to experience that and get it out of my system, so I can be loyal and being all the way real. Like, I wanted to tape everything so I can be loyal, you know, to my spouse of the future, whoever it is, you know, whoever chooses me. And I just wanted to experience that so I can not choose that no more. So I can get it out of my system completely, flush, where I experienced it all, and now I'm ready to not choose lust. And I have a strong attraction towards Laura, and she's single, but she lacking that department, and that's shallow of me, because I know that my lust, the fight will be hard, and I'm trying to defeat it the best way I can, like by, you know, doing everything first, getting everything out of my system. Then, now that everything's out of my system, I don't crave those things no more. And I know if I was to get with Laura now, I would hurt her because of my stupid craving. And I would destroy a good woman. That's why I haven't gone that far with her. With Rachel, I wish she was single. I really do. Because she has all the physical attributes and the heart that I'm looking for. Like, she loves me, and I love her. Same way I love Laura. But it's different when you have the physical and the inside portion. And that's why I am currently still have feelings for her. That's why I'm currently still doing the same mistake that I'm doing. And this is the realest, man. Like, I never been this real. I never shared the core. And you know, with men, um, if it's the ass, if it's feet, if it's breast, if it's face, if it's pussy, if it's anything that we crave, we try to get it out of our systems. And then the main ideal, like, I'm a faithful man, but then the crave of pretty feet for me is so strong that it could question my faithfulness, it could question my loyalty, it could make me hurt another person. And that's why I try to land someone with the heart and the body. Because before me being attracted to the body, I'm attracted to the heart of the person. And that's the part that I don't want to lose, you know. That's why with men, she has to have the physical attribute so we won't cheat that we're looking for. She can have the insides thoroughly done, but just the shallowness of how we were built, because we're so physical and so visual. Like, my wish is to find the ideal woman with all the things that I'm looking for physically there, and the heart of a Laura, you know, the heart of a Crystal, you know, a Kim, you know, but that's so difficult to find, man. And who's to say I deserve it, you know, because, yeah, I'm faithful and I'm a good dude and I'm working on idealness, but I don't have the physical aspects of, say, another person. And that's why I understand women, they're just like us. You know, they're looking for the guy who has the physical and also the inside, you know. It's the same thing, and it's not shallow of them, just like it's not shallow of us. And that's why, you know, a lot of women, well, in this state, particular moment, you know, she's cheating on her husband because he lacks the inside. And I have the inside. The reason why she ain't leaving the husband is because I lack the outside, and he has the outside. So There's no wins on this, and I understand it. For me, I'm just trying to see where it lands. Maybe I can, maybe it could happen. I don't know, but that's what I'm going through, and I'm thinking about bringing my equipment to the shelter, but I don't want to not let Kevin have access because I know he wants to do music, but I need to I need to do music. I never shared the deepest part because I'll tell you why I don't. Because I don't want women in the future to use this against me, and then once success comes, I don't want women to get me because of my lust. That's why I keep it so quiet. Like, I don't want women to be smart enough to just use that just to get what they want. I want the real thing. I want someone who genuinely loves me and wants to give me that. Not because of my accomplishments, but because of me. You know, I just gotta work on myself. Besides that, the rain is 11 songs deep. I got 9 more songs to complete, and I'm writing it. You know, Elijah completed 2.5 songs. That's a very positive because it gives them that hope again. We waiting for that 32 gig to come in for the camera so we can start filming. Kevin bought paid for my storage and gave me $100 and paid for my t-shirts on qwaack.com and also the hoodies that I have that's coming for Gray Heart and Blue Heart and the knee pads and all that stuff. So I'm thankful that these guys do believe in me enough to take the risk and not be stingy or selfish, but to let me get to that goal. And even when I'm down and out, because they know if I had it, I would do it myself. And I think they see that, but being that I don't have work and I'm not trying to look for work, I feel like I gotta just concentrate on my dream. They're everything is calculated. Like, he got money, so of course he's not gonna let his brother be out there. You know, just that. I just hope that I can find the right person before the success, because this is telling on me now, and I never told this portion. Only my girlfriend or ex-girlfriends know my weakness. They're the only ones, but I'm thankful they don't use it against me or anybody I was intimate with. They know my preference and they know how strong it is. And I'm thankful that they ain't using it against me, but when success comes, maybe they will, you know. Yeah, alright, well, that's it. I'm gonna get to work, get to writing, on that Chris Brown Rihanna song is both of them is good music. Can't deny that. But who's number one on the Billboard is Kelly Clarkson, Stronger. And I understand that, you know. Tigers, Rack City moved up a little bit. It went from 7. I think it's back at 7. Thinking about the Raps, Flow Rider. He's number like 5, I think. So I mean, Pop is still doing it. I think Nicki Minaj and David Guetta. I think they got like the number 9 spot or something like that. But that damn Adele, boy. Yeah. So Adele's doing well. And I'm a qwaack.com. Got to take pictures for my t-shirts that I'm gonna be selling. I'm a qwaack.com. Hopefully people support. Trying to think of entrepreneurship and what will make people want to support. And I developed a theory, and I'm just going to do it, And then after I do it, I'll explain what I did. But if I explain it first, then someone's going to do something that I worked so hard to think about. They're going to do it before I do it. That they're going to reap the benefits, and I wouldn't. So that's why I'm not explaining it now, but just going to do it. And then after I do it, I'll explain exactly what I did and what I thought about it and how. So,